Hey, welcome back to my channel. Sorry for the angle. If you are new here, stick around. Happy to have you. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. And thanks for subscribing. I had an eventful morning and I told myself my first sip of the day shouldn't be coffee, but here you are. It's pretty decent, but I could have got the Cafe Belusto coffee, which I like that. It's a little bit stronger and more flavorful. Or I think it's Bustelo. I don't know if that's correct. Y'all know what I'm talking about. They got the ready-made version now. So I probably should have got that, but the Starbucks one was on sale, so that's why I picked that. So this week we have a couple things in store. Today is Monday. Today is Monday. Today is Monday all day long. That's what we sing to the kids at Circle to hone in what day it is. But I am actually headed to Home Depot right now to do a couple errands this morning. And when I woke up this morning, my notifications, or sleep mode I should say, goes off on my phone at 7 a.m. So what I think I'm going to do is only allow certain notifications to come in at 7 a.m. and then all my other notifications to come in at either 7:30 or 8 o'clock. Because what I find is when my phone is on sleep mode or when I have my notifications silent, more specifically my email notifications, I am a lot less disturbed in the morning. And not disturbed in the sense of like me ready to tussle with somebody, but I am trying to foster a more peaceful morning. And pro tip, entrepreneur pro tip, it is very difficult when you're trying to foster a peaceful morning and a peaceful start to your routine, and then something becomes an extreme inconvenience that can just like throw you off track real quick. So, and it throws me off track. So then sometimes what I end up having to do is do other things to kind of reset my physical, reset my mental, reset my attitude, just because sometimes it's things that I just can't control, which I can recognize that. And this morning, that was exactly what it was. I had two choices. I could be bummed or in my feelings about something that I cannot control, or I can do what I need to do for the things that I can't control. So that is really what it is. And I chose not to get in my feelings, and I chose not to be all up in arms about something that is not even in my control to begin with. And I did my devotional this morning, which helped as well to reset. Sometimes I'll listen to gospel music. I did not do that this morning, but that just kind of helps me to reset my spirit and my energy, because to wake up and have your energy disrupted, it's just not a good feeling. Because again, who wants to start the day like that? So I am in control of my day and how I want my day to look. And that's a tip of what I do. And I am also, as I mentioned, going to be making modifications to what I do, because I cannot have notifications coming through and just like disturbing me. Because when I'm off, right, and I'm not working, I want to feel like I'm not. Granted, as an entrepreneur, let's face it, you're always working. You're always having something to do, whether it be actively or passively. Your mind is always going. So that is also something that I've been working on as it relates to really like that self-care aspect, is like, how do I have my mind kind of shut off and start to get back to doing a lot of the things that I find joy in, because it's been a journey. It continues to be a journey, and I just need to make sure that I'm continuously engaging in activities or things that bring me great joy, because it's also about I don't want to say a balance, because I don't think that there's like work-life balance when it comes to being an entrepreneur. Something is going to, I don't want to say fail, but there's going to be an area of you that will slack, whether it be the personal or whether it be the work. So to me, it's more so, how do I get best aligned with what I am needing as an entrepreneur and as a business owner? And what that means is I need to do more of the things that I enjoy. Like on the ride here, I was thinking about, man, like it would be so fun to go roller skating. And I haven't gone roller skating in so long. I don't even know if I've ever gone roller skating with my husband. So that will be fun and pretty interesting to do, I feel. So we will see what happens. And I hope that what I shared can help someone so far. It's a work in progress, even for myself. So I'm really excited to be doing this like behind the scenes and like having these little chats with you all, because there's sometimes things that we just can't control as entrepreneurs, and as much as we try to, because at the end of the day, like it's our business, you know. We want things to go well, we want things to go smoothly, and I'm a pretty compassionate person, so it's like I sometimes feel like I may overcompensate to help others not feel overwhelmed. Meanwhile, ain't nobody worried about me not feeling overwhelmed, or maybe they are. I don't know. It's just like I'm worried about you not feeling overwhelmed, and here I am with smoke coming out my ears because I'm like, but nonetheless, it's okay. So we are here. We are ready. I'm gonna show y'all where we at. If I just turn this, baby, we made it. Wow. We are going in here because I need some more cleaning supplies for the office. We just made a new hire, so we are needing supplies. And this is a good thing. I always say I'll update y'all and then forget that I said that I'll update y'all because a few days later. But okay. I got my boots on. That song is stuck in my head, and I gotta learn that dance. So y'all know the boots on the ground dance? If so, leave it in the comments. Let me know, because I want to learn. I was at an event this weekend, and they did a dance, and it was real cool. I was like, look at y'all with a dance. I got my boots on. All right, y'all, let me stop playing. So we are headed to, I need gas. So that is where I'm headed to get gas. And after I get gas, I'm going to do one more stop at Staples, and then I'm going to go to the office. So I'm going to take you all behind the scenes for some stuff today. I have a pretty good chunk of paperwork stuff to do. Last week, I spent a lot of time with interfacing with a case that I'm covering, and that took up a lot of my time and day. So that impacted me from being able to get a lot of the other more administrative things done. This week for us is a payroll week, so I need to make sure that all of the entries are completed accurately. Well, double check the work of someone else, because that is a task that I delegated off of my plate. So I just make sure that everything aligns and looks correct as a whole, and nothing looks just like out of whack. And I need to also just look over where we stand with some of our statuses with our insurance submissions for billing. There was a large sum of funds that were owed to us earlier in the year. The insurance company was allocating dang near 2 months worth of revenue to a service. Oh, theirs is more expensive. Dang it. Let me put just a little bit of gas in here. Just like what? Figure I ain't have enough cash, y'all. So, I do have. I only got $20. It is what it is. I need to stop making my life more difficult. Ease is what I desire. Ease. So, anywho, so the insurance company was making our payment out to another organization that had nothing to do with us, and that was due to a glitch in our system. So this happened for like 2 months, and we're now in May. That was the beginning of the year, and we're still trying to resolve this particular concern or issue, but we'll see. So I need to follow up on that. I need to follow up on a couple other like outstanding things. We do have a biller that we work with, but still, even when you have people in place as a business owner or a CEO or entrepreneur, whatever you call yourself, or aspiring, you still have to make sure that you're able to follow up on things, or have it be where there are reports. Clearly, it must not be meant for me to be sharing this. My husband's calling. Give me a second.
A few inches later.
Got the goods. And got a free pack of pens. Wow. Well, tip pens, so I can put these at the front desk. Like, stop taking my good pen. I'll put those at the front desk. And now I am heading to the office. So let's go to the office, y'all. Woo. And continue our day. My stomach is so freaking crampy.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
The day is done, and done is the day. Anywho, I couldn't take y'all along. I had some good things that happened. So I'm gonna just fill y'all in. Like, this is just a feeling. Y'all can't see what I was doing, but y'all can know what I was doing. It's raining outside, so that's a joyous occasion. And I'm just getting off of work. It is about 5:09 p.m. and it was a very eventful day and productive day, I might add. Wow. So just to give you some context on what I did, once I got to the office, I had went around, said hello to clients and staff, and then I sat at my computer and got to work. And I was able to do a lot of miscellaneous tasks. I had tons of emails that I needed to respond to, so that was great that I was able to like get all of the emails out, respond to emails literally from like April. What? Following that, I was working on delegating certain tasks, trying to also get a pulse on where we were with different things within the organization. I do have someone that will be filling in for the custodial role tomorrow, so starting to do some preparation with that. I did not get a chance to do everything that I wanted from that vantage point just because of time and other meetings that I had, but I will finish that later this evening. And then I had a meeting with both of my admin, and what I did different than what I usually do is I sent them an agenda of things that I had in mind that I wanted us to discuss beforehand, and then also told them like if there was anything that they wanted to add for them to come prepared with things that they want to discuss. I found that sometimes when I'm trying to rattle off things that I need updates on or give an update in the moment, sometimes I'm not always accurate with what I want to say, or it takes a lot of time for me to think about what I want to say. So one of the things that I changed this time around, like I mentioned, was sending out an agenda probably an hour before our meeting. And I think that also prompted people to do what it was that was needed for them to do prior to our meeting. So sometimes we are trying to figure out and get information during the meeting, but it was helpful because when people say, like business people say that people need deadlines, like people need deadlines. And I like to allow people to have the flexibility to create their own deadlines, but it's not as effective because sometimes I may have a set deadline in my mind, but they may also have a set deadline in their mind, and there's a mismatch that's happening there. So I think that by sharing out that agenda, having people know what to expect also expedited the follow-up or doing different things that maybe not have been top of mind for them. So moving forward, that is something I am going to do. There was a lot of feedback today provided by my admin team that they enjoyed this format. So that's also a big positive, just because we had a lot of stuff to cover and literally got everything done in an hour and 2 minutes. And we usually meet for about an hour and a half, but today I had only scheduled us for an hour because I had other meetings. So that was also just like a huge kind of like, duh, like why haven't you been doing this? Like this is not your first time that you've been a part of a meeting, but just making sure that we're discussing things that are critical components, and also me being able to address any things right there in a moment that there may have been questions or other things about. So that was probably like the middle of my day. After that, I had supervision with both interns. So we just talked about all types of stuff and random things as well, which is often a part of my supervision, just having discussion. It's like, yes, we want to talk about the clinical things. Yes, we want to talk about education and career and being a therapist and what that means and all that stuff. But sometimes it's just like good to just check in and good to just like be a human with someone. So we did that. Following that, what happened following that, y'all? I did some background checks for employees that are starting, sent some emails for employees that are going to be starting with us soon. And then I had lunch like 4:15. That's pretty late. That's like dinner. But that's what time I had my lunch. And it was some concoction of steak, potato, broccoli mix that I on TikTok. So that was meh. Anytime I feel like I get like, like cube steak that's already pre-cut and not like one from the butcher, it's like meh and like chewy and stuff. So that was that. Ate it, got my nutrition, and then I packed up my things and we're here. I don't know. I had a cup of coffee. I done lost my cup. I have no idea where my cup is. I had the cup, poured the coffee out, remember, turn it. Oh, I know where the coffee cup is. It's in the utility closet. That's what I did. That's where the coffee cup is. I was searching high and low, like, where could this coffee cup be? Like, there's no way. It's not in the kitchen. It's not in my office. It's not here. It's not in the bathroom. Like, where's the cup? The cup is in the utility room, y'all. Because I remember I went in there to dump out the bucket of mop water because one of the kids had an accident earlier. So they asked for help. So I helped them with mopping it up because I was walking by. So there's my cup. So I'll get my cup tomorrow from the utility closet. But yeah, so that was honestly the work day. I did not do any client facing tasks today. I told my admin, like, this week I'm not available for any additional like client facing tasks. I have to really hone in on the business and working more like on the structure of the business instead of working within the business. And there's a couple other things I'll be sharing with you all soon. I am not at liberty right now to share, just depending upon when this vlog gets posted, but there's a couple things that I am also working on and doing in the background that is also work and mental work and physical and all the things. So I just wanted to share that thus far with y'all, and can't wait till I'm at liberty to share more directly regarding some of those elements, because I think that will be helpful once I'm able to share that. I can share like with share internally and things internally, then I can share with y'all more publicly. But that's where we're at now. And when I get home, as I mentioned, I am going to work on getting prepared for the new hire that's coming on. I am working with the HR company, actually meet with them on Wednesday to figure out what their push-in is going to look like with my company when it comes to like HR matters and what is all like needed right now. Just maybe I can record a little piece of that conversation too later in the week so y'all can hear it. But right now, one of my biggest focuses is just on overall like employee relations, and then just making sure all elements are together as it relates to any updated employee handbooks or different things of that nature. My car just feels like it is like dragging. I don't know if it's me or if it's the vehicle. I'm sorry y'all, but this car, nothing but, I don't want to complain, but I just got it out the shop and like it still needs other elements fixed on it. So I was like, come on, vehicle. But yeah, so what their push-in will look like, and looking at employee handbooks and things of that nature, any updates, because I know that our handbook is due for an update. Looking at as well, how can we enhance our job postings, making sure as well with our job posting that we're using appropriate language and different things, more from a compliance standpoint, just wanting to make sure that we are in compliance and seeing like how they can push in just to best support our team. Because what I am doing is I have felt so comfortable for so long being and doing all the things, or having an HR related professional where it was more so like them funneling through me of the things that my team needed to do. But I'm at a point now within my business as well as within my life where it's like that's not something that I'm okay with doing. And I've had to tell myself that I can't continue to be okay with certain things and being the bearer or the I don't know the correct word I'm looking for, but the person that just is the key holder and the person responsible for many things. Because after a while, honestly, it does get draining. When you're younger in your entrepreneurial journey or in your life, it's a lot more like exciting and easier to be able to do all the things, and there's a sort of ego and pride that comes with that. But it's like, nah, I'm good. Like, I'm off the struggle bus because I don't even need to be on the struggle bus to like get it together. So that's also where I'm at. So I'm really excited for that organization to be able to push into my organization just because they're local. So that's also a plus. Oftentimes I've gone through obtaining HR services, like I mentioned, I think it's like POE companies and stuff like that, and it's really them as a consultant, where this organization will be a consultant but more hands-on and have their own email for like a lot of different things, which is necessary to be able to filter people to the correct individuals. So that's where we're at with that. And there's some other things on the horizon, and I'm just excited about like where the company is going. There's times where I get discouraged, honestly, and there's times where things are like super duper hard, but I'm trying to keep in the forefront that this is what God wants me to do, or I believe that this is what God wants me to do. I definitely know that serving this population as a whole is a part of my that was because it was a little floody right there, but it's a part of my purpose and my life's mission at this time. I just have to make sure that everything that I'm doing, one, is in alignment with the will of God, but also two, that I have the strength and the stamina to do this. And I am a firm believer that God's going to put me in position. But it does get difficult, especially like things get hard, y'all. Things get hard, but you just got to stay the course. So I'll call y'all back. I'll call you on the FaceTime. I'll call y'all back because I'm on the highway now and I gotta be vigilant, especially in the spring. So I'll call y'all when I get home.